All right, let's see. Is this any better? I hope it is, because I want to get rolling. Excellent condition. Laptop. Come on. What are we looking at? Fuck. Oh, man. Will this work? What if I... Sorry, it's delayed, so now I'm watching to see if this works. It doesn't make it look any better because I cut it off. Shoot, man. I don't know how to make it look any better. All right, we're probably going to go back to the first way and then screw it. We're doing it like that. Sorry. I'll fix it for a future one, but I got to move. I don't have enough time when I have a full-time job. So stopping and re-recording again. This is the third time I've started stop, so I apologize if the screen doesn't look the best. But we are where we are, so I'm going to do my best to make it look kind of cool. Hopefully it doesn't look as shitty as it looks on my screen, and if it does, I apologize. And hopefully I can add some value with what I'm talking about as we go. So all the colors I always get are just straight from Tailwind. You can just hit question mark or the slash button and it'll come up here with the search. My search just always has the background colors basically ready to go because that's usually what the last thing I've used. You can click Command R and it'll give you a little rectangle tool. Boom, I have that in there, and then I know this pick a company, and then I want the pick a company to be above the rectangle over here, right? Great. And then I should group these, name it, pick a company. I've always wondered if I should give that a better name, pick a company, or a better line there. I'm not sure, but it's good enough for now. And then these are going to be companies instead of jobs as the first thing for aboutus.dev. So in here, I'm going to need to change these names from software developer to fast. So fast. So then, okay, I'm going to need another rectangle here, cover up senior developer. And then we want to change this fill to the one we had. Oh, we need one greater than that, I think. Let's see. Nice. Great. And then let's come in here and give this a name. Fast. Change 32, 30. Let's see, 28 feels good enough. It is white. It is kind of it's a white, straight white. Well, maybe it's not all the way white, but probably doesn't matter. But I'll get this anyways. Okay. Yeah. Screw it. Good enough. The colors aren't the biggest deal because I'm going to be doing that on the other end. So let's line it up. Fast. Great. And then this is anywhere in the US is meant for jobs, not for the companies, right? So I'll change this, group it, name it company name, and this would be like the top company name. Okay, so we have aboutus.dev, company profile. So let's kind of get these. So routes up top, aboutus.dev, these ones. Company descriptions are there, so we'll put this sucker right here. Cool. Like this. It seems like the cool thing to do with the underscore. Okay, so then we should copy this one. It says fast. And let me actually, can I get a color a little better than that one? It's this thing. Cool. It's probably a color in between. Okay, so now here we are. Good enough. And let's copy this. Oh, copy, paste. Did I copy paste? Nope. I got it. Okay. There it is. fast. This one was called Total Expert. Total Expert. Epic company name, Total Expert. Great. Company name 1. So now this is company name 2, and we'll drop this below so we keep things organized. Let's copy this one. Get down in here. This one's called Tutuka, which is it's like a South Africa payments company. I remember reading a little bit about it. It seemed pretty cool when I was putting it in there. Hopefully we'll get to do a profile on it. It would be awesome. I'm really interested in all the stuff going on in Africa, and I think there's so much potential with Africa and financial services and payments and stuff. Okay, so we have Tutuka, and then we have this wanna hire. I'll fix that maybe in a little bit. Okay, great. So we have company names for each of these. Now up above them in this, what's called the eyebrow section, we have anywhere in the US and 2 days ago. So the anywhere in the US part, that doesn't matter, right? Because, well, for a company, now the company, if you're just searching companies, the companies jobs, like you could work at one company and you could have a job in Montreal, Canada. You can have a job in LA, one office in New York City, one in Houston, whatever. So I think we're going to take that away, but I do think something that's valuable there is like, when was the last time the company was updated? So maybe we'll keep the like 2 days ago line for these guys, and in the eyebrow section. And I think this down here makes sense still. We want this like one line of what the company does. We'll have that same one line of what the company does beneath the job. So when we get to like /jobs, we'll have that as well. So let me get rid of this thing. Okay, export. Oh, no, not export. This. Okay, great. So now I have. Nope, that's not it. So I'm using this tool called Jump Cut, and it allows you to save your past copy and pastes, which is really, really cool. It's like 10 times. It's probably the best tool that I have. That I use that's not on my Mac. I use it more than anything else. Jump Cut. You use Jump Cut for Mac. It's great. So fast. 2 days ago. We'll say this is like 17 days ago. I like 17 because it has a 7. And then this is a little. It's not a white, but it's like a more gray, and then this is obviously smaller, so let's go down to the 12. It's not black. Let's go to a light. Pretty close. Higher. 16, 15. And then I could take this down here if I really wanted to get like specific. I would just get in like this and drop it down. Okay, so it is like a 16. 16. Probably even more, but all right, we'll just get to it. 17, light, regular. Let's back it out. How's that? That's pretty close. Good enough. 17 days ago. Okay, cool. So now we have 17 days ago. It was like updated 17 days ago. Does that feel right? Does that look right to you? I like to think it does. 17 days ago. Rectangle. Let's see if this rectangle connects. The rectangle needs to go there. Okay, cool. 17 days ago. Group it. Name it. 17 days ago. Put it right above company name 1. And now let's just look at it. How's that 17 days ago? I think it'll be cool when it's the actual. So this looks a little too light. The color looks a little too light. So it's funny because sometimes you just need to match, like get the styling right, and then the words or whatever you're trying to portray will feel better. I think that's the color I'm going for. So I think that, yeah, that looks better. I don't want that 17 to like take away from the fast, or the company name. I think that's pretty good. So let's see what this looks like on the other ones down here. So 17 days ago, covering this one up. 2 days ago, 39 days ago. I just want to leave 39. Up, up, up. That's fine. Good enough. Okay, and let's do the next one. Rename this so we have them organized. 39. Drop it down below company, above company 2, because that's the one it represents. Let's do another one of these suckers. Put it in right here. Up, up, up. A little more. Great. 39 days ago. Organize it. And let's say this one is something like whatever, 27. Give it a 7. 27, not 23. Okay, cool. And so that'll tell you when the company was updated last, which is cool. I think that looks pretty good. Software shared APIs. This will be a longer, just this will be a bit longer of a description. So yeah, and then I got these in here to change this to 23 days ago. Oh shit, come on. All right, cool. Then this companies needs to be highlighted because that's how we know it's active. So we're gonna put this over the top of it. And this is the blue. So we have a blue 400, I think is what I was using. So there it is. Great. Come over here, add it in, and then let's change this to, I don't know, 20. Yeah, I think it was a little higher than 20. 30, 40, 40 is good enough. Great. And then where's the companies part? Companies, hashtag companies. There it is. Cool. And then let's put this below. Does that make a difference? Oh, wrong companies. This is a list. List. And then if I put this below, come on, use white. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Great. And then this is list. And the search by should be a little higher. My stuff here to keep it things organized. Company profile, yeah. Because okay, cool. And I could organize these more like by this is like top nav, middle nav, like middle nav or bottom nav, whatever, top nav, bottom nav, and this like you could organize, and then this full part would be something else like body or something. But I don't think I need to go that granular just yet. I think we're okay. So I'll move this up to the search by because these are kind of at that same level, right? So if I have them just mapped that way, it makes it easier. All right, cool. So now companies is highlighted. This is what it looks like when you come to aboutus.dev. Okay, this thing down here, I need to fix what the copy is going to say, and I'm not totally sure what I want the copy to say. It's not going to be hire a remote developer anymore, so let's just get a rectangle going, and we'll put one next to it. Okay. Let me see. Does that cover what we need to cover? Almost. Great. Okay. Covering what we need to cover. And then let's get the gray. The gray is from here. Got it. Great. And now let's do this. Okay. I want to just, this is the same size, so let me just see if I can place this sucker, bring it over here. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And then can I get one of these things? Really fast. Company description. Okay, so now company description. One is how did I cover this? Yeah, that's why, because it looked like okay. Company description fast 39 days ago. I might want to group these too. All right, we're just going to group them because I'm already getting confused. So company 1. Man, my P's always, I always write my P's before my M's when I type. Company 1. Okay. Company 2. And then company 3. Okay, cool. Pick your companies over there. Tuka. Now, give me company 3. Give me this description. I just want the text. Great. Let's bring it over here. Let's get it out of there. If you just do it, copy paste, it'll take it to the top of the list over here, and then we can take this, group it all together. So we'll go group. We're gonna name it. I can't remember what the name of this fucking component was. The name of this component was. This is something like we want people to. We're basically making. We're like, hey, you want to get on this list? Sign up. So sign up. I think it might be something like that. Sign up CTA. Call to action. We'll bring this all the way to the bottom because that's where it kind of is. Oh, but it's still above the background. And now let's think, what do we want this to say? And I'm going to leave it here because maybe we want to use something that's available. So, let me see. So what's the biggest value that this is creating? So people want to hire senior developers. This is the end game, right? This is the benefit. Want to hire senior developers. Now, so then do this. Want to hire senior developers. Let's drag this out a little bit. Hopefully that's not too much. I'll fix it in a little while. Drag this down. Make this go up to the top. Okay, so not APIs. So want to hire senior developers that like match your company. That already love your company. Let me leave it like that. Here. So click here to create a profile. Is it a profile on aboutus.dev or should it be an aboutus.dev profile for your engineering team? And then let's see, we want them to say like yeah. Already aligned. copy is sometimes like the hardest thing. Want to hire senior developers. Meet developers that already align with your team's team. This is all capitalized. Do I want that to be capitalized? I know I did that. Teams. Here we go, thesaurus. Thesaurus.com. Values. Attitudes, beliefs, context, characters, needs. Culture. Culture and needs. I like culture. Themes. Culture. Values of the people. Folklore. Themes. Culture and wants. Needs. Needs. Meet developers. Oh, I don't want to say that already. Whose personal goals align with your team's culture. Align with your team. What am I trying to say? Wants. Needs. Weakness of risk. Should I say senior? Does that leave people out? Top developers. Meet developers whose personal goals align. Higher. Want to hire top developers. Team. Good enough for now. CTA, put it in here. All right, cool. Okay, so now we have this logo. I think, is that it? Logo. This get hired bugged me. Email me new opportunities bugged me yesterday too. Want to hire top developers, hire developers, blah, blah, blah. Whose personal goal? Hire developers whose personal, whose, is it whose or whose? Who or whose? Who is possession of who? Possession of who? Who has? Who is or whose has? Whose is the possession form of who? We use it in a sentence. Wow, I don't want grammar. Whose? Jesus Christ, just give me an example. Example. Subtraction. When do you use whose? Possessive. Often use adjective, which is a word that describes whose. Sarah, whose dog is cute. Sarah, whose dog is cute. Hire developers. Whose. Hire developers. Personal goals. Align with your team's culture. Team's culture and goals. I think this whose is right. Maybe I'm wrong. New York City is a city. New York is a city whose lights burn brightly all day long. Here, the lights belong to the city. Hire developers whose personal goals. Okay, personal goals belong to the developers. So that's good. Now, culture and needs. Let's change that. Goals. Targets. Mission. Purpose. Personal goals. Just not a better word for goals. Mission, your team's culture and mission. Your team's target, objective, intention, duty, use. Shit. Beginning. Ideals. Personal values, personal goals align with your team's culture and goals. Personal goals align with your team's culture and standards. mission, intention, ambitions, personal ambitions. Personal ambitions, there it is. Personal ambitions on your team's culture. What does ambition mean? Ambition, strong desire to achieve something. A strong desire to do or achieve something. Something requiring determination, hard work. Great, that's cool. Design, determination, achieve success. So, ambition. Hire developers whose personal ambitions align with your team's culture and goals. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's get that a little bit. Good. Okay, cool. And then is this plus button, is this right? Plus button. Okay, cool. These are good. Hire developers whose culture. Should I switch them? Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Pick a company. Aboutus.dev. New opportunities. So these people want jobs, right? So I'm gonna do email me opportunities. Email me new companies. Email me new opportunities. Email me new jobs. Email me opportunities. Maybe that's fine. Get hired. Get hired. Get hired. Get dream job. Dream job has been this kind of thing that we've written a couple times. I just think it's so lame, but we want new opportunities. Let's get hired. Stay posted. They want to get hired. Hired. Let's see. Find work. Find enjoyable work. Jobs. Find meaningful. I like finding meaningful work. I think that's good. It's white. FFF is the white color code. Okay. So we do that. What are we at? 18? Yay. Come on. Come on. No, you can agree on that. 19, I'm getting screwed. 20. Okay, cool. And then this is blue, so we're going to go with the blue button, rectangle. Start it right here. Get it down. Okay, radius. Oh, so these little buttons here pull in the radius. Cool. So you can there's a 10 radius. Nice. Bring this above the top. We want the blue. Come back here. Get me some blue. 400. And make sure that I'm on the button background. Not in the button background. There we go. Okay, cool. Find meaningful work. How's that? Oh, it's too long. No. Oh, God damn it. Maybe. Here we go smaller. 16. For some reason, was this 500? It was. Three words. Create company profile. Create a profile. Profile. Create profile. Find meaningful work. Email me new opportunities. Link. You click there. The reason I want this to be like I'm looking at this so much is I know these buttons suck when you say like subscribe or you just say like stay posted. So you want to write something that like someone actually wants. Like I think finding meaningful work is like a big reason they'll be coming here and they'll be reading up on these companies and stuff. So finding meaningful work is good. I think that should work if we can get the sizing right. Email me new opportunities. That's fine. Come on, zoom out. Create a profile. It's good enough for now. Okay. Do I want this plus? So these are going to be active. A company is going to show up over here. When that company shows up over there, this thing should be active, which is going to be a whole new route. So it's a plus button, the right button. Let's look at the other options here. So there's a thing called Hero Icons by Steve Schroger, I think is how you say his last name. He's a super cool guy. On Twitter, you can follow him. Let's see if there's any other things that I could use here. I'm basically just using his stuff. So we could use a chevron right arrow, but I don't think that that's what I want to use. Plus button would be a call. Is there like a read more document text? Duplicate. Forward. And hearts. Zoom view. Hashtags hearts close. Then light bulb. Light bulb could be cool. Light bulb could be cool. Light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. Moon minus sign minus. This for some reason seems cool to me too. That's line. That's circle. Okay. Template. Terminal support. Trendings. We're at the bottom. X. I like the thought of going from like a plus to an X. plus minus. So the reason I have a plus in there is because on the jobs that I had made before, you would plus, and then this thing would go down, like accordion down, and then this would go to a minus, and then you could like shrink it by hitting the minus. I think that I'm just going to keep those. They're fine. The way they were working, create profile, aboutus.dev. Let's see if we can get an icon, just a quick icon here for a logo. Otherwise, we'll just leave. Maybe we just leave it and there's no logo and it's just always aboutus.dev. That could work too. So one last look through here. Maybe aboutus.dev logo. How are we gonna have a logo from here? Nothing. Happy face, no. Fire, flag, something for flag, gift, globe, and hashtag heart. Information about us. This is kind of cool. An ID. Huh. About us. The ID. Map. About us. About us. About us. Dev. Yeah. Speaker. Group. All right, if we're gonna go with one, we're gonna go with. Knowing what I said, the ID card, identification. Oh, you can't even blow up. That's cool. All right, I usually would want a logo, but I just think that the logo is going to take away. The point is like the aboutus.dev is the whole name. The name is the URL. So let's just make it simple and leave it with aboutus.dev. So if that is the case, then I think we kind of have a super solid outline here. Not going to do mobile because I don't have time, and most of the stuff is already set up. This is just like going to make it easier for the co-founder to put together the stuff that is like in the back end, and then for me, once I come here, I'll just have these to get going. So I'm going to use the restroom, then I'm going to come back and we're going to add in the company part of this. So aboutus.dev / it'll probably be companies / and then the name. So it'll show up here. I'll be back in a second. All right, let's start building /companies ones. Sorry, you gotta respond to something. Looking now. Okay. All right, all this go into here, find meaningful work button. Let's sum this sucker up. Meaningful work. Okay, put this inside of here. It shouldn't be at the top. We're gonna want it there. Cool. Close that. Close that. Close that. Great. Okay. Cool. So now let's take the next step with this. So now we made a copy of everything. Let's pull it down here. Actually, maybe make it to the side. How does a designer do this? What's the right way? All right. This one's gonna be, let's get in here and change the route. Companies, God, yeah. Companies slash company slug. And I'm gonna just change these back to this. That's probably what we're gonna do here. I'm so sorry that someone else has to do all this. Sorry, I gotta finish what I was texting somebody about, but he got back to me. This looks good. Find all old. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. I got more than one thing going on. But here we go. All right. So now we got company slug. So now this sucker is gonna have, and so here's the company. This is like that, and this one's gonna be slash company slug. The slug is just like kind of the unique identifier. You could think of that. This is going to be slash company slug. Okay, cool. So I've already built this along a while ago because this is what we're using for outreach to companies. We like create these individually for each company, and they get so they can like see and feel what their profile will look like. I think that's the reason why we got somebody actually interested, is these company profiles right here. So I'm basically thinking that I'm going to just copy paste this thing right on into here. Lighten up some shit here. Excuse me. Lighten this thing up. I was making this blue was what we did have, but I think that making this lighter is the right call. We really want it to showcase like this is the company. Being that this is blue is fine when this whole thing drops down, but it doesn't matter as much when, like, if this thing is here, this should be a certain color. So let's see if we can do how much we can do with that. How well we could do that. Very well. Okay, so company slug. So we'll just do it with fast and see if we can go. Okay, here we go. No, let's rectangle. Shit. What's going on? Alright, I named the wrong one. Put this in the middle. Keep things organized. Great. Alright, so now let's get back in here. This sucker. Okay. This is what gray was I using? I was using that gray. One. Oh, that's kind of matches that gray, which is I think what we're gonna probably use to like show that this is highlighted. So let's see if we can get in here. Now really close in, huh? No, whatever. Close enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. Maybe we just, for this fact, we just, instead of having to pull everything out, we just go like 30%. And yeah, that's cool. Okay, 30%, 40%. Great, good enough. Cool. That, and maybe we make this button. We do the blue here because that's what we were doing before. I think that's still cool. So let's. So this is going to call it like active ED for active background. If you click O, it's going to give you the circle, and then you just hold the shift bar, and that'll keep it an exact circle. Go one bigger. Good enough. Getting gray. Is it this gray? Close enough, close enough. Okay, and then we want to have a line. So maybe this second. Active BG. I'm probably going to put it below a little bit. We just want to make one line like this. Come on. Flat. Okay, let's make it thicker. 5, 4, 3, 4. Can we round the edges? Don't want to drop shadow. On the edges, round the edges. Oh. It doesn't matter on the edges. Whatever, doesn't matter. Blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue 400. There it is. So great. I think that's gonna look cool. Shit. Okay. In the middle. Let's get this the same length as this. Cool. All right. Come on. Come on. Cool. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but I think that gets the point across that that's active. Ellipse behind it. On top of that. Group these. This is the active button. So we go active button. And then this is going to be right by the fast. This is company 1. It's actually inside of company 1. Now we should make it darker so that it shows up. Should go back here. Second darkest. Darkest you want. That one. And more. Okay. It's fine. Fast. And then all this was whatever. I won't say won't be fast, but I think it's going to get the point across well enough. So we're going to probably plot that just right in there. Let's look. Is there anything else that we should be looking at? Before we do that, create profile, find yeah, I think that looks good. I think we're dialed. So now we want to take this big old freaking thing and put it into the company part. Oh, I hate moving so many things into there. Okay. Shit. Okay. How are we gonna do it right? What are we gonna do here? Great. One thing I didn't do is this thing still has a logo in it. And I know I'm coming back here, but I think it's going to be important. So, let's fix this. So we're now back into the slash. Where shall we fix this? So we're going to make this white, right? White. And then what I did do, if we needed to like shorten things, is just .dev. Because I don't think about us like fits in there well. Maybe I'll see. Can I get the whole thing in there? Let's see. The whole aboutus.dev. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get the whole thing in there. Nice. We're just going old school style. Logo is the name. 18. 16. Come on. 14. 14 fold. Nice. There's the middle line. Oh, shoot. Okay, blue. Should memorize these, but that's not going to happen. Aboutus.dev. See the blue? That's fine. Okay, cool. So then this is going to be like the aboutus.dev logo. So we're going to go group by aboutus.dev logo. And this is on the bottom inside of this sign up CTA thing. Cool. And then let's copy this. The reason we want to get all these like early on is so that then we have to do this stuff, right? So I don't have to come here and like copy paste. So if you do a good job, like right off the bat, you don't have to spend time doing this later, which is really helpful. So let's take this one over here, close this up. But there's always times where you have to come back in and freaking redo things. So you just try to do the best you can. So that's cool. Stuff like that. Filters. Okay, good. Companies search by meaningful work. This one's highlighted. All right, let's see if we can. I'm going to copy this. So this here, we're not going to call it example company profile because I just copied this over here. This one's going to be just slash company slug, and I'll fix it in a little bit. Company slug, so it looks better, fits in better. Okay, so now we have two of these. Let's take this instance and put it in here. Okay. This above, we put it in here like that. Great, so now that's there. Let's get rid of the company slug on top. Good. Pick. How is it still above? Okay, so we need company slug to be above. Pick a company before you really don't need it because of this. Because the company's going to do it. The company's been picked. Now, we will highlight this and then pray that this works, that everything scales. Okay, scale. Please. Okay, cool. Scale it a little bit more. Cool. Bring it down. Now it's 6. Now we're gonna have this sucker right here. Come on. Okay, great. All right, scaled pretty well. Could have done better. Okay, so these here are components, right? They're purple. Component means that each of these will always match each other. So what I'm hoping now, and what was working before, is I can go like 48. That's not letting me change it. Come on. You gotta let me change it. There we go. That's gonna let me change it now. Do I have to double click on it? This one should. Come on. Please. Just. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Exposure. No. But I could keep this and have it look shitty, but I don't want to. I want it to look halfway decent. What am I going here? So 14 is good. $13. Okay, cool. 18. Raise it up by 2. 22. 22. 13. So I'm going to raise this by. Oh, please tell me you let me raise this. These are going to get cut off down here. So I'll have some type of like description of what other like title and like answers to other questions. I'm going to try to keep these answers pretty short, like kind of tweet style. I just expect that will make them easier to read. Why is there such a big space? That was the line height, that's why. Oh shit. 10.5. Oh, that looks better. Why can I do some things and I can't do other things? 6 days ago. Would probably match the same things the day ago over there. Let me edit this. It's because this other fucking thing is what I took it from. So it's still connected to this one here, and that's why it's not letting me do these. So now how can I make this not a component? Detach instance. Great. Okay, so I just detached the instance. And now this is gonna let me fuck with this. So now I'll be able to go 49. Okay, cool. Great if I could just do with these new instances. Maybe I don't need to make these new instances because these ones down here are kind of going to get cut off. So yeah, I'm not gonna, let's just detach this one too. Detach instance, 49. $50. $50. There's that little bit of white edge there. $50. Cool. 12. This one doesn't matter that much because it's below the line, and the things below the line aren't part of the get up here. So good. How do those go? They go below the line. No more white. Okay, cool. Field processor a little far away. Component. Okay, software engineering manager. These are all instances too. And I'm going to take this instance and detach it so it's option B. So let's learn the hotkey because life goes a lot faster if you learn the hotkey. So the same thing with this one, and I'll take off the instance on that one. Okay, now we just got to keep them up to date. 16. 14. 8. Let's try 10. 12. 13. I think there's a faster way for me to update the fonts than just moving my mouse around. What is this? And okay, and then I have these stuff that overlays over here I need to mess around with. What's this? 14. 14. 14. Okay. Cool. Now I think we have kind of, this looks pretty good. Dharma. I might go there and just throw the Dharma logo on top of that. Yep, that's probably what's going to happen. 6 days ago. Jobs one, move it down a little bit, and okay, almost fell. All right, cool. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna just, yeah, I think that looks good. Now we gotta get rid of this excess shit, and I'll start to lay out some comments for. Let's see if we can just get through this. Get rid of this stupid excess. So that's excess. Okay, pretty good. Again, if I was doing this professionally or for like a client, I would be doing way more of dialing this stuff in, making it look perfect. But because this is just a quick thing, it doesn't matter as much. I just need to get it going. We should raise this thing. Did I change the size of this? No, I did not. 12. 12. We're at 4 p.m. Oh, it always takes longer than you think, man. Okay, cool. Sick. Now let's get this sucker. Take a look. Okay, let's take these things and place them. So this is like bottom, bottom BG cover. So bottom BG cover. Let's go. BG cover. BG cover left. And active background is on top of that. Right here. Like that. Inside of there, this is the right call. These ones are touch stuff. Cool. And then let's take this Dharma logo, copy it. Great. Okay, cool. Now we're starting to move fast. BG company name. This is the background of the date. So BG date. And I got to take these out of here because you can see that they were showing up. And now change this name to fast to Dharma. Right? 17 days ago matches that. Now let's take that. And where's the description? I didn't have a description in here, huh? Okay, so we're going to grab a description from down here. That description already existed. So company description, copy it, move it up here. Now it's in line. Okay, now let's get this thing out of here and move it into okay, so get this is the description background. So EG description, put out of there. And there's no grouping there anymore, right? We're just gonna keep that. Okay, cool. Pull that out. And then I want to get this text up top. Good enough. Now let's grab this content and we'll change it out. And then we'll get back to what was probably 18. Higher than that, it's 21. Okay, 21. Cool. Okay, so now this looks pretty good. Zoom out. Okay, so there's Dharma, Company Slug. Look at how funny this looks. Everything's all white. This one. Oh my god. That logo was way too big, I think. Okay. Cool. Company Slug. Great. Okay, and now, okay, is there anything left here? So we've clicked on companies, right? So you clicked on company, kink, this one's open, boom, this one pops open here. Click on the weird thing that's gonna happen here that we need to figure out is when someone clicks on a job here, where do we go? So, all right, now I think this is good enough. Think we can move forwards from here. The aboutus.dev, I feel like we should make like the about, like I love how much this pops in this weird way. I just think it's like that catches my eye and makes me want to look at it. Aboutus.dev just looks like freaking Staples button. There's like nothing there's nothing cool about that logo at all. It's so freaking boring. I wonder if I can like this is fucking tight. Like I don't really care about that. Just where the colors go is cool. It catches your eye and makes you look at it. We're like, it's pretty freaking boring. White and black, black and white. All right, I'll figure it out later. Not worth it right now. Gotta keep moving. Okay, so now we need to get the company slug. So this is great, but the issue with this is it doesn't actually like, is the company slug gonna totally look like that, or are we gonna want to have some sort of like bar above it that says like this is on aboutus.dev? I think we should have something in there that says aboutus.dev. Look around here. Yeah, we gotta have something in there for that. So would okay, so now that means I need to take, which one am I gonna want to take here? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna take the simpler one. So all these build processes with this stuff. I could actually have deleted these off the bottom. And then get rid of this. Yeah. That's nice. Get rid of that. Just make it over here. Pull that up so it's not outside of there. Get this line. And that. Make this line shorter. Perfect. And now we've got, okay, great. So now we made that look a little bit better, which is good. Can I get rid of this thing over here? I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Can I? Yes, I could probably do something with this. San Francisco. This doesn't even matter. So we're gonna just want to bring it over here. Image for iOS, San Francisco. Just line it up. 5 days. Don't need any of this. That looks good. All right, cool. Now, I said I wasn't going to do this, but for some reason I went back to it. Cool. So now that is all in there. And what's cool is we can hover over these. So build process, closing up job, closing up this job, this job, and then close that, close that, close that. What's that? Company stuff. What is this? Active button inside button. Done. Active button goes inside here. Yeah, perfect. And on top, the company description needs to be inside of there. Nice. These uses. So that should pull all these things. This stuff is all supposed to be in there. So now let's pull it in there. Oh, not all the way in there. No, put it there and then bring it above that. Mouse. There's that. There's that. Great. 17 days. I needed to do a cleanup. I didn't clean up. Clean up. And now I can go with this PG cover, which was just a crutch anyways, which is great. Perfect. Okay, now we have both of these and they're solid. All right, great. So now let's do, see this extra space there? I can get rid of that just by doing that. Okay, there's no extra space. There's extra space there. That means there's extra space here, which was a problem. Should have fixed earlier. Now there's not. See? Great. What is this? What's this? And now let's do the company slugs. The company slug's going to be by yeah, we're going to get rid of this whole thing here. All of this, all of this, all of that. And we're just going to leave this top nav bar and the company is going to be beneath it. Okay. And okay, so why don't we take this should just be called example profile because we're not going to end up using this thing. So this is example profile. Copied. Bring it over here. This one down. Okay, so this one's going to be just the company slug. There's no companies. Just go straight there. We want to have one like this basically because these companies aren't, it's like a much cleaner thing to be like, go to aboutus.dev slash like our company slug, not just slash company slash then company slug, which would be like slash dharma, right? So it's just a lot cleaner way of doing it. All right, so now let's figure out what's the background that we want to, I guess we want to have this color be in the background. So we're going to just throw in a big freaking square rectangle into here. 409, I'm almost doing it. We're getting close. We'll finish the companies for sure. It should be good. It'd be nice if I got to more, but it is what it is. I don't know why. Sometimes it like goes, you saw those like lines here. I don't know why it does that. I wish I knew why it did that. Okay. Now we got that there. So we just want this with the company profile. Now, company profile. It just looks like it's going to look weird. Is it going to look weird? Okay. So I think we're going to expand the background cover image all the way across the top. And then this, the content underneath it, we're going to max width it in the center. So in Tailwind, it's called MX Auto. I don't even know what it is in CSS terms, but we're basically going to have a max width of a certain amount. So it's not going to go all the way across the screen. The only thing that will go across the screen is this whole thing here. So let's just take this thing out because we're going to just, I'm just going to use this profile straight. Simple profile. And let's fix this thing that we fixed over there. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. And there's actually, see this thing is a little square. That's how I just made it look like it's cut off. It's a silly little hack, but whatever, it works. Okay, so now we got to do this, and we learned the way to get rid of the instance, which was the command option B, which I just did quick. So now find kind of where was it? That looks pretty good. And engineers cut off, which is nice. Let's get rid of the 5 days ago part. CA cut off. And just untangle that. Okay, cool. So now we got that. There's nothing over here. Let's double check example profile. Close this up. Example profile. And then it should be the blue line around it. Should just be around it and not anything further. This thing down here is going to piss me off. We'll fix that once it goes in there. So we have, which one are we working on? This one should be company slug. So we got to rename it. We got to keep things organized or we get screwed. Company slug, great. So now we're going to bring in this guy, example company. We need to bring him up to the top of this. So all this stuff is going to be behind the scenes. Man, I almost just want to like, maybe it's easier. It might be easier if I just screenshot the top of this thing. Let's see what this goes. We're going to try to screenshot the top of this thing. Screenshot. Okay, great. and all the way to there, and let's see if we can get the bottom, that little line. Okay, cool. This might actually be way easier. So now let's see if we can bring in this screenshot. Cool. This is the call. Now I don't have to deal with all the stuff that was gonna be like. I just looked at all these components and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to. If I can, I don't want to deal with that. So let's put this to that level there. I've got the X's. Screenshots. This is going to be like the nav bar. What are we in here? We're inside the company slug. This thing on top of it. Let's get this. Thing. There's that rectangle. Really my rectangle. Great. It's here. And now this. We want to keep the route. What happened? Just want the route. Nice. Okay. Cool. So that stayed. So now we have this, which is, I think, what we wanted. Did we lose anything that we really needed? No, because that was an instance of that, or it was a copy of that. So we got our company slug. Now let's regroup that, rename it /company slug. We'll bring it down here so we know it's third in line. And then we want to have, okay, cool. So now we got the route. This is the nav bar. So let's name it nav bar, route, nav bar. Rectangle, we'll just name it background. And then we have this example profile. And so the example profile is what we're going to be working with most. We're bringing it up above that. And then we're probably going to have to fuck around with some of the instances. What I don't want to do is lose some example profile from my other that I use for normal outreach. So here's my outreach materials. And then fingers crossed. Cool. Okay, great. Check one last thing. I got a comment on this video. No way. Who's commenting? Oh my god. With all the love. 329. Sorry I missed your comment. Wow. First freaking comment. Okay. We have this. We're good. We got the outreach materials. This isn't going to get screwed up. I can continue to use it. Confirmed. Probably a really silly thing to confirm, but better to confirm than that then gets screwed. Okay, let's put this back. See that black line underneath there? Let's get this over the top of that. Come on. Ah, because this is lower. The BG is lower than, what am I working with here? Route, nav bar. I want to put the BG above the nav bar, which will cover the line, peak, and now I want to get below the line. Good enough. Cool. Now we gotta go take this thing and put it above the background. So where is build process? All this example above the background. Great. Now I want to take all these jobs and stuff. Okay, so to make this look like decently well, we're gonna take the cover image here. Where it's hard to get that cover image. Cover image, social icon. Click at that. Just click it. There it is. Cover image. I didn't name it. See, cover image. Now we're gonna take this and put it right here. And we're gonna expand this all the way across, and this is gonna look horrible. But again, we're not doing this for a client. This is just trying to get something done semi-quickly, so we have some sketches so that my co-founder can do the stuff that he needs to do quickly, and then once he does his stuff, I can come in and finish the rest of it. So, okay. Oh my god, that is like creepy looking almost, huh? Shit, it's creepy. Fuck. Okay, now we're gonna expand this sucker. Can we expand this whole thing? So I took out the cover image. The cover image is like on the example profile now. So we have our example profile. And the example profile, we want to expand it a little bit. So this was the background I got. This is the same background that is part of remoteok.io, and I got teased for it for a friend. But again, like, I don't give a fuck because I'm just trying to get something done. Like, he's laughing. My buddy was laughing at me, but he's thinking that this is like some last thing. He doesn't understand that, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to make something perfect here. It's my first go. Like, that my thought was like, I just need to get a photo. Oh, this is the one I know. So I just put it there. Knowing that, like, at some point down the road, I'm probably going to get rid of it. And so obviously I already am starting to get rid of it, which is awesome. So now we want to take this whole fucking thing. Go down. Wind up. Really close. Wind up. Perfect. And I'm just zooming in and out with my fingers on my trackpad, going in and out. So I would almost like this to be a little bit wider. You know what I mean? It seems like it should be wider. Oh, fuck. Okay, what's going to happen? Is this going to make it look horrible? Oh, I think we're going to need to do something like this. Yeah, it's such fun. I wish it was just easier to format it, but whatever. Let's go. Gotta keep going. 100. Get rid of this. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Need a whole placeholder. Logo. Middle of the screen. 100. Make it 120. No. 110. Should be fine. Let's make sure it's back in the middle of the screen. Great. Okay. Dharma. Pop this up a little bit. 36. Good enough. These things are too big. How do I make this small? 1, 4. Good enough. again, I'm not going for perfect. This is just to get sketches out so that we can get the stuff we need on these pages and get cranking with the code. I just don't see any reason to be spending lots of time making this design absolutely perfect, especially that we've spent a lot of time already. We've coded most of this stuff, so it's not the end of the world if we about icons. I bet you I pulled both these icons. Yeah, both these icons are it's literally copied from the website before. So we're gonna go 225. Okay, yeah, and so I'll show you what it looks like. You're gonna laugh. So pull this up under here. There's the thing, and then a lot of the stuff I'm like. This is just like a text with the background and it just covers those. So it's there's nothing special here at all. Like I'm literally, I copied. This is too big. I gotta get this out of there because it's not allowing me to grab this. Yeah, so basically this stuff is a screenshot from the website, and then I just put a rectangle of the same color over the top of it with text, and that's what allows me to get this like new view. So 19, 18 where I was, that's fine. And then this thing feels a little bit too big. There we go. Okay, cool. Great. Make this thing 18. Open positions. Too long. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Good. That gets the point across. These things. I wish I could make these closer, but I'll do that in the code. That's not the point right now. Come on, man, and remember the point. $18, $22. $20. I'm going to say jobs. Jobs. Okay, cool. Jobs. Let's get in here. 36. So we'll make this like a little bit smaller. We'll go 30. 32. 30. Next, we're gonna do software engineering manager. These guys all gotta raise up. We go 26. Oh, because this is still an instance, so these are still connected, which is probably a good thing because then I think I can go here and go like 14, 16. Cool. Oh shit! Come on. Nice. Let's make the view bigger. The last one shouldn't be connected, and I fixed that. So we gotta go 20. So 22, 22, San Francisco. I can't remember what did I do. 8, 16. Starting to feel it in my neck. I've been sitting too long. This is where my fiance, who's a physical therapist, needs to come in. Let me get off the computer. I got a half hour more, and it's really important that I finish this because we got a client, our first fucking client. All right, great. This is cool. So all this looks like shit. I'm gonna make these into components, and then we'll make it a little bit quicker, I think, to go about what we need to do here. So let's make this first These are no longer, these are components still, so we'll close all this shit up. Keep things organized. That all looks halfway decent. Let's see if we can get these 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Let's raise them up a little bit. Bunch of the job. Cool. And then we're gonna need to raise this. So. 2, and that's what makes it look like it goes somewhere. This is what gives you like the X access. And now I'm looking at these rectangle. It's too long. And now they're too far apart. Why is this out here? We're just undoing it. Command, Option B. Come on. This is the top level component. So everything was based on that one. So now that this one isn't based on that one, I can move it over here and make it a little bit closer. And this guy, I can pull it over here and fuck it up. But that's okay. So let's see if I can extend it into that rectangle. Come on, rectangle. Give me, where's that rectangle? Just cover it up a little bit. All right, great. Let's get this over here. That. And now I think we're playing the game a little better. So if you want to do just a dot like that, see how that's just a little dot, you just do Option 8. Option 8. 4 days ago. Okay, cool. Okay, great. So that kind of shows like we got a max width there. And this will slide right to the left. This thing, how do I make this not the head component anymore? Unlock, flat, group. Set, outline, no, doesn't matter at this point. It might matter later, we'll fix it if it matters later. The thing that matters now is the build process. Build process, we need to first bring it up here, align it, okay? I'm gonna take this, build process, 30, 30. Okay, now drop that, this, like this. Okay, this is the top level component. The other ones aren't. That's okay. I'm gonna edit this one first. I wonder if this is not gonna let me. Yes, it's gonna. Yes. All right, great. We're dialed. Looks like someone's coming home, so might have to get off in a second. You go, Jack. Now I want to change the size of this to 22. Here, 6 days ago, change the size of that. 16. 14. Raise it a little higher. Okay, cool. White rectangle's gone. Jack, I want to hear about your stuff in a little bit. Oh, I don't even want to hear about your stuff at all.
I went to Bar Lake State Park.
Okay.
That was my biggest problem. Like, they had vegetation signs and shit, and like, before I realized it, I was already walking for like an hour, so I was like, alright, fuck it. And there were signs saying, like, you're not allowed to collect any wildlife.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. So now I'm looking at this, I might want to make this even a smaller, like, width from this side to this side. If these are going to be quick, easy to read, it can feel like a lot when your eyes have to go all the way across the screen like that. So I might narrow this up, which would suck, but maybe I'll just do that in the, I'll leave a note. What's that? This is going to be the website. Yeah, I'm designing it right now. Yeah. These lines won't go all the way to there. We'll just go to there. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
This sucker. Pull this down.
I know well.
There. I'd love if I could figure out how to get that over in line. Okay, cool. Then let's raise this. Q&A 1. We're going to pull it up under the build process. And I'm going to bring this build process and Q&A 1 down just a little bit. I'm trying to match that spacing. Cool. Okay. So now we can see that because I fixed this one edited it the same way because it was a component. You can create a component by you can just hover over anything you group, like this build process. You can right click it and then create component, or you can do the hotkey. And then anything else, it's basically like if you need things that are going to look the same, you can use a component. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't want, what I do want to do is build process, and then I just want to showcase like there's going to be other things in there. So let's get the, I'll do it up here. Interview questions. Interview questions. Okay, great. So now there's going to be other interview questions about like communication. So communication is going to be a thing. I'm going to come in here and grab the build process. Bring it down here. And this line. It's the last part of the build process, so there won't be a line there. Which, as silly as it sounds, is like when you get into the code, it's going to be just good to see that and know that that's coming. Build process, communication. Cool. And then I'm going to just bring this one under communication. just to kind of start to showcase what I want to have, like multiple of these, right? So I want to have multiple of it. It says build process communication. He's going to match these different interview categories here. So that's like that. Maybe raise this up a little higher. Can we go higher? Come on. Cool. Communication. All that. You see how this B comes out a little more than this, and this one doesn't? That's what I'm looking at. I'm going to bring, you just take a line, you can go like this and just take a line and hold shift and take a line down from there, and then that will help me line this guy up. Better come on, give me this Q&A. And I'm saying Q&A because that's the name, I named the component that, right? So that's cool. So now that's lined up, which you could do this on like a perfect, if you have a client or something, you could do that. I might not even do this in the code, but I just wanted to, like, it's just going to bug the shit out of me if I don't do that. But, and I should probably, I need to grab this communication text box. And it's over here. And it shows me that red I'm lining up with something. What am I lining up with? Cool. Okay. Communication. Here. Great. And now I'm going to get rid of that line. Don't need it. All right. And then I think this starts to give an understanding of what the page will look like. Now I'm going to take this, which is the background VG, and I'm going to pull it down, and this is just going to be a longer page. And then I'm going to grab this here. And then I'm going to do that. I want to pull this up. Please tell me you just let me pull it up. No, why are you scrunching? What? Fuck. Oh no. Come on, man. That's extra space. Just the rectangle. Ah, there we go. So I just had to use the other VG. Okay, cool. All right, now I think we have the company slug. Pretty good. Great. So now we have, so we're probably gonna need to do clean up and look over it. Let's take a look here. File. All right, so I think I'm gonna want to make these a little bit. I'm just talking it out to myself. I'm gonna want to make this a little narrower. And we'll probably want some shit over on the side too. It might be cool. There's like these interview questions that I think are going to be more quick that we could put in the sidebar. And that's kind of the benefit of what we're doing right now is I should just do those things. Build process, communication. Yeah, I should just do those quick. I think. Software engineer. Yep. Okay. I need to do those. Okay. So that, what am I going to do now? then that's what's going to make these feel a little bit smaller. So I'm going to make this build process thing here, this whole group. I'm going to shrink this group to like 2/3, and then the other third's going to be over here. And I might start build process, right? That's all this. Can I just go like this? Almost. Fuck. Oh, getting screwed. Getting fucking screwed. What can you do? Did all that, and we're fucked. Now, build process. Okay. Oh, but luckily, these are all components, remember? So they're all connected. So when I go like this is going to give you a better understanding of why you make a component, because it's just going to allow you to go so much freaking faster. 18, no. 20. This thing, we'll make it smaller. 80 by 80. Cool. This is that. I feel like that's much more readable. Like the length of that is just, it's not outrageously long, which I think was a problem before. This thing is also too long, so now we're gonna make it so it showcases 2/3, right? Let's bring this all the way over, and I'm holding shift, which keeps it completely flat. Okay, cool. This looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to go much smaller with this text. 15. Now these things, everything looks a little bit too far apart. And this line isn't connected to the center anymore. Shit, come on, man. Just give me the line. Let me pull the line down, please. Let me pull the line down. Let me pull the line down. Pull the line. There. Shift. Hold it in place. Great. And now we're going to move this sucker up. Line down this a little bit. Cool. Move this one up. Yeah, and this is why I'm doing all this, like getting this side pocket, like the 2/3, 1/3, is just going to make a big difference when a co-vendor comes in and starts to code. It'll be these little things that I know he'll super appreciate that are done. So that's okay. That's good. Question. Do we want this last line? Kind of like it without that line. No line there, no line there. Yeah, that's cool. Now, do we want to have, like, should these have their own background? I think that's going to be something that's going to come up in a little bit. For now, let's just get these side pocket things going. Now we're going to figure out how do we do this on fucking. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Yeah, I guess we'll just drop them to the bottom of it. So I should change this fucking little thing too. I don't want that thing anymore. I need to make a create profile page. So here be a design, create profile. This one's done. I'm just checking things off my to-do list. Design company slide is what I'm doing right now. Move this one off. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I already had design create profile. I'm gonna need to do this weekend. That's okay. That's the way it goes. All right, now we need to add these questions here. So there's like simple. Okay, directory. Interview process, onboarding process, application, team staff. Interview process, first one. So we're gonna go like. So if you hit T, it opens your hotkey for text. So now we're gonna go interview process. We don't want it that color. We want it white. We probably don't even want it white. We want to close the build process. Which color is E2? We want to go like that. E2. We don't want that. We want different background colors. We're going to want something in the grays. The gray, we're going to want a lighter, darker. What are we going to want here? Okay, we just got the same one. So the darker ones are going to make it pop more. Yeah, that doesn't look. I wonder if we're getting too light if we go here. Oh no. I don't know what to do. Fuck. Maybe we need to make these ones the backgrounds of these. Okay, this needs to be smaller. Interview process needs to be like this size. 20. 20. We're going to need to have some type of box. We'll just leave the box for now. We're going to make it a little bit bigger than 20. Why did we do that? Command Z, Command Z. 20. 24. I mean, these could just be questions inside. These could just be inside of here. It's kind of cool. It's nice to have this like sidebar of like quick FAQ things. I think I'm going to want to do that. So we're going to want to do that. If we're going to want to do that, look. So see these things? this is just an outline. Maybe that's what we need to do here. How do they make this thing an outline? Stroke. Stroke. Fill is 71. 4, 5. Cool. Now can we get, so now we want to have rounded edges because that's a thing. And now we're starting to figure out what it was supposed to look like the whole fucking time. Okay, there's this. What was probably radius 8. Radius. And I got 10. I think it's a little more. 9. 9. It doesn't even fucking matter. Interview process. Okay, cool. Now it's looking like that's what we were going for, right? So we don't have anything here that is about a full background color like what I was doing. These things are kind of the most similar things that I have. So how 26? I would like to have this be a little small. We're gonna go 22. Let's make that color a little gray. 500. Is that gonna look okay? Or too gray? Too deep gray? No, I think that's good. This like less of a darker gray, I think, kind of makes this look like it's less important than these, which it is less important than these. Oh shit. So yeah, I wonder if even the outline, if we can go A 7-1. Versus it's not changing it back, huh? I just wanted to see it quick. I think we gotta leave it with that same outline color. Okay, cool. So now we have process, review process, and rectangle. Okay, cool. Interview process. So review process is going to look something like review screen. Review screen. And let's get gray. One more. These are We don't want that to be bold. I don't think we want medium, we just want regular. What's that, 15? Whatever, phone interview, and then it's going to be like 3 on-site interviews. But I mean, man, we could even go more in depth than this. Am I cutting myself short? Yeah. References, whatever, that's fine. All right, that's pretty good. Let's do this. Author. Sick. This thing is still too long. Loading it up. Great. Now that should be cool. Nice. All right, sweet. Yeah, this whole thing will just scroll. All of it will scroll up and underneath that, underneath the nav bar. Any process. What are the other ones that we wanted? Okay, I gotta group this shit. FAQ. We gotta get Q&A. This is called FAQ. So group. Right by the build process. So there's the job, build process. It's right after the build. Okay, cool. Process. Program. Code base. There's code project. And something like that. Oh, and now I'm looking at it. Fuck, this doesn't even look good, man. This looks like shit. Okay, I think we're getting at a time where I should close it because we're going to be going out and hanging with friends. It's Friday at 5 p.m. I'll come in here tomorrow and fix up this last little piece of the puzzle and this piece of the puzzle here. I can get this done, and then we need to move on to the create profile page, which will be pretty simple, I think. And yeah, but either way, this gives the good gist of where we kind of want to go with stuff. I'm glad that I took the extra time to code this out. There's always more complexities than I would have think coming into it, and this will be helpful when I need to get into the code and write the JSX to style all this stuff. So we're in a good spot, and it's a good time to end because I'm tired and I need to recoup, and it's Friday. I'm gonna go hang with friends. So I hope you enjoyed it. If anybody watched it, that'd be great. Leave a comment and let me know because I would super appreciate it. If you got this far, you deserve a high five. So thanks so much. Have a good rest of the day. Talk to you guys soon.